Gonna start out with the feeder on your combine. Try to go over some of the safety stuff first. We gotta make sure our latch goes down, gets our cylinders cleaned up. This one's not up high enough, but we'll go down, catch your cylinders, so if you're working underneath there, you don't get caught. Then we're gonna go from there. Rock trap. You guys make sure your rock trap is over center. Latch is hard. There is adjustment bolts underneath here if it does not adjust right, and latch hard so it stays up. Make sure we get those adjusted so it latches. From there, we'll go up here, all our quick couplers, our hookups, make sure everything's clean. This one's really dirty. Get some brake cleaner, get some stuff, clean that up. Hydraulic systems are your definite worst thing you can have with dirt inside those for the tight tolerances. Same way with your electrical connections, make sure all the dirt's off there. We don't get any dirt in there and push pins out and cause issues. For when we're hooking up the head now, make sure when you're going over center, these 3 bolts, they're on slots. We can actually adjust this, get it tensioned up there so it's tight. Most of them have 2 to 3 latches in here. And when you got those 2 to 3 latches, you hook it loose in the first one, adjust these up, and then you can shove it to the next one to tighten it up. So, then with our couplers, our splines, need to put some grease on those so they slide on and off easy. Definitely don't recommend anti-seize on there. Anti-seize wears those splines a little quicker than what we would like. Then on our feeder chain adjustment, since we're over here on this side, we always got indicators on these springs. This is a 50 series, a little heavier duty than what we were used to on the 40s and older, but same thing, it's an indicator. You tighten this up to the indication. These are bushing, you don't have to loosen these like the older combines. Then while we're here, since you guys see this, only the 50 series runs this, so we can actually hydraulic tilt our faceplate versus our bolts on the older ones. We have a lockout if once you get it set where you want it, you want to lock it, you can actually lock it. You don't have to just keep running the cab. So. Also, another thing to notice, this one, it's got the bigger tilt cylinders, and some of them can be equipped with the dual tilt cylinders to tilt your bigger heads. So. Moving around to the front, 50 series again, we went with a pin instead of the 3 bolts. Definitely recommend on the 40 series. Go back, whenever you pull the head off, take a quick look at these bolts. Beginning of the season, check the torque on them. We've had them break before, especially you get some smaller feeder houses with some bigger heads. You break that, this feeder house is coming over, it's gonna tear up a lot of stuff. It's well worth checking, taking your time to check. So. Once again on this side, same way, put some grease on your shaft, and then put your indicator, make sure your feeder chain tension is the same both ways there. So, dual tilt cylinder on this machine. We didn't show you on the other side, but on the other side up here on your sprocket and your rock trap beater, there is grease zerks if you've been updated, and most of you have updated already. Make sure you grease those. They're saying 100 hours. Every 100 hours, it is actually just going through a coupler. So you can get very generous with the grease. It's not going to over-grease the bearing, blow a seal. It's just a splines is what you're greasing. So make sure you go with that. Then the 2 bearings on this side for your rock trap beater and your sprocket. Give them a quick look. There is shields, safety shields on those. If there's a good chance for those safety shields are wore, there's a bearing going in. So that's the main things on the feeder house that we need to do. We got to clean out or look indoors. We can check the chain if we have any issues. But that's pretty much all on the feeder house.